Now that you're familiar with the advantages of Kyocera Advanced Ceramics and how these amazing products are made, nationally acclaimed chef Ming Tsai will show us how to apply these products to everyday use.
Welcome to my kitchen, and I am excited to show you a salmon dish using a lot of these Kyocera products. This is going to be a citrus tea rub salmon with a carrot ginger vinaigrette. It's going to be a hot vinaigrette on a sushi rice cake and a little bit of tomato and cucumber carpaccio. Now what I'm going to do is do the cucumbers first. Here we have the mandolin, and one great thing about this mandolin, most French mandolins, it goes one way. This mandolin is double bladed, two-sided, one blade, two side, and it cuts incredibly paper thin slices every time, which is exactly what we need for this dish. But look how fast that is. I mean, you don't need to be a pro by any means to get perfectly cut, paper-thin slices of cucumber. All right, so let's go ahead and set this aside. And by the way, you can just do a quick cucumber salad. You're already halfway there. Let's go ahead and get through the tomatoes. We're calling it carpaccio. Carpaccio basically means thinly sliced. Let me check on my salmon here. All right, that looks good. Turn those around. Look at that. And what you want to do is just take the little end off. And tomatoes especially, you want to actually use a serrated knife. Serrated knife with its teeth is the ideal tool to use. And look how thin you can go with the serrated. A regular knife would work, but when you get a super ripe tomato and it gets too soft, it's very difficult. And this is also equally good for slicing bread. So there's your tomato slices. And you can even see this blue plate through the cucumber, so that really shows you how thin these slices are. I'm gonna just put 3 equal slices of tomato. All right, so there's the base for the dish. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the prep on the vinaigrette. What we're gonna need is just a carrot, and we're gonna peel it first. And this is a ceramic peeler. See that? It's like a hot knife through butter. It's so effortless, so easy. And by the way, if you wanna do a carrot salad, you can just do things like that once it's already peeled, and makes a really nice, simple carrot salad. So it's what we call them carrot curlicues. All right, there, it's nice peeled. And then we're gonna use a different type of mandolin to do what we call julienne. And julienne, it has these little teeth, which helps get you that julienne. I recommend putting it on its side, and then you can put it on its other side. See that? But look at that. Really nice, long. That's ready to go. So this is going to be our vinaigrette. Now ginger, you can do them 2 ways. You can use a knife and cut it, or you can take this grater. There's little nubs, ceramic nubs, and you actually kind of puree and almost liquefy the ginger. And this way, you actually get all the wonderful juice out of the ginger, so the flavor starts building even before you start cooking it. See how fibrous ginger is? Those fibers stay behind. So that's actually one great benefit of this grater, is the fibers stay behind and you end up with all this wonderful ginger flavor, all right? We'll grab the 6-inch blade, which is my favorite size. Comes in both black and white, by the way. And I'll show you how effortless this is. Actually, a trick I like to do is this knife is so sharp, picks the scallion right off. Now, one thing to be really careful on is this is really sharp, so just make sure your hands are always back. But look how effortless it is to get through this. And what do you do to sharpen them? That's the best part I like about it, because the most common mistake and injury in a home kitchen is a dull knife. So what you do with these knives, you send them back to Irvine, California, where Kyocera has an office, and more importantly, they have a diamond wheel, because diamond is one of the only materials in the world that's harder than ceramic, and that's what you need to sharpen them, and they sharpen them for free. You have to pay a nominal fee for shipping and handling, but that's not a big deal, because you're gonna always have sharp knives at all times. All right, so now we got the scallions in. I'm gonna just a couple more, just for garnish. And in Japan, they chop it. You see that? Just a little chopping action. That's fine too, and you can either slice it or chop it. Either way works. And dishwashers are a no-no for all knives. Reason being, when it's in a dishwasher, it kind of rattles around, and that's what dulls the knife. Plus these beautiful lacquered handles, they will fade on you. So you also don't want to be putting them in the dishwasher. All right, let's give this a taste. Make sure it tastes good. All right, that's good to go. Now, speaking of taste, one thing that does come up is the metallic flavor you get from metal knives. Well, with these knives, there's absolutely no transfer of that metallic taste because there's absolutely no absorption of acid or oils into the knife. And that's important, especially if you're eating like raw vegetables and salads. So it's another great feature about the knife. I'll come back here, take my salmon, and then we're going to put one of these on top, lean it forward, and then we're going to take our vinaigrette, which is now warm and very tasty. Take a little spoon, right on top, and then all the extra hot vinaigrette. This is what you use to actually dress the cucumbers and the tomatoes. And there you go. And that is the whole dish. Let's add a little bit more scallions, and this dish is done. Very easy dish to make and also very healthy for you. One common question I get about these knives is, you know, Ming, they're really light. Do you like that? Well, my answer is I love that. I played a lot of squash growing up, and a good analogy is not how hard you hit a ball, but how quickly you hit a ball. Same with these knives. Because they're so light, you can actually get through something like this scallion much more easily because of the lightness, and because it's so sharp, you have no worries. And actually, for your wrists, for those that may have a little bit smaller wrists, it doesn't get nearly as tiring. And one thing to make sure to never do is don't actually put them in like Parmesan cheese and try to pry things open with it, because it is brittle that way. The optimal use for this is slicing and dicing boneless meats and seafood, and of course, fruits and vegetables. You're gonna get a lot of enjoyment out of these products. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy that dish. Arigatou gozaimashita.